Hey guys, Captain Smash here with another YouTube video for you. So, being we're in this whole COVID thing together and all, it's probably time to start learning to train from home. And many people have done it. I know I have friends over in the fitness equipment sales business, and they're having a great time selling you the hottest new thing in fitness equipment for your home gym. So, but now let's get on to the topic of, how can we get an efficient workout from home? Because there's a couple key considerations that we're going to have to account for. Number one, space requirements. Working out from home, not everybody has a lot of space, so we'll cover that one in a different segment. The type of equipment that you should carry for your at-home gym. Also your time commitments. In between, teaching your kids and trying to work from home, and there's just not as much time to go around that you can spend just kind of leisurely doing your thing. Plus, you may have other responsibilities as well. So we have to think, how can I get a good workout in minimal time and as effective as going to the gym? And in reality, you really don't need a gym. However, the last little bit, motivation is going to come into part of that, because some of us are not super motivated, myself included, because I really like the gym atmosphere. I like that it's social. I like that there's people around, and you're in the environment where you can kind of push yourself. Like when you're in the gym, just as I always say, just make it to the gym and you'll be okay. But you're in your house, and sometimes that sucks because you're, in your house. So sometimes motivation is waning at that point. So you have to kind of kick your own ass to get yourself motivated and do the thing. So, and then equipment, lastly, some people have equipment, some people don't. And if you haven't gotten equipment already, well, you're going to be paying premium prices for all that equipment. So, which, is fine if you got a big checkbook, and not so good if you don't have one. So anyway, so we're going to cover those in this next little series of at-home working out. Now, right now, we'll just cover, what should you do programming wise to get an efficient workout from home. So now, your big thing is going to be just like at the gym. You want to hit big movements, big compound movements, or as big as you can get at home. So we're talking things like squats and deadlifts and pressing motions. You may not have a bench set up, but maybe you have a small bench that you can, lie down on and do some presses if you have some dumbbells or whatnot. So, but the end stay you can always do push-ups, and then pull-ups. You can always try to find something to do a proper pull-up or an inverted row. So we'll just put pull-ups. Okay, so main thing is you want to work out most efficiently with the biggest things that you can go with. So, and we'll also talk about setup for some different equipment that you can make yourself that's super cheap and effective, like a sandbag. Sandbags are super cheap. All right, so big compound movements. That's number one. You want to hit those, hit them fast, hit them hard. How should you program these? So a lot of times, if you're doing a workout at home, I say go for the full body effect, because you really can't go wrong. You're gonna hit a little bit of everything and move on with your day. So think just top to bottom, start with your biggest muscle groups, your legs, work on up into your chest and back, and then start working your arms and your abdominals and core, and then proceed down into some smaller muscles. Maybe you gotta do some wrist extensions or something like that. Really shouldn't be necessary. Like if you're trying to gas the full body and you're doing some squats and some deadlifts and some overhead press and some pull-ups, that's generally going to be a pretty good workout. I would also say keep the exercise choice small. Increase the amount of volume on those exercises, because you're probably not going to have a whole bunch of weight unless you're me and have 700 pounds in your own personal home gym, or do more sets. So more sets, more volume, more reps. So, if you don't have a lot of equipment, that is your option. You're gonna have to beat yourself up with reps versus weight. So, or try more challenging movements. So say you're really good at overhead presses with your little pair of 10 or 20 pound dumbbells. Well, maybe it's time you start doing some handstand holds and handstand push-ups to increase the intensity of something that's a bodyweight movement, but it's really, really stupid hard. or trying some progressions for single arm push-ups, single arm rowing actions, that type of thing with a TRX or whatever you got. Okay, so you got big moves, we've got our compound moves, you got increased volume, so more sets and more reps. So how can we get more sets and more reps and increase our volume? Set yourself up for time. Add some time to the clock. Say, I'm gonna do squats for a full minute. So you may not be able to do squats for a full minute, even with body weight. Doesn't matter. Throw it on there, work as hard as you can, take a break. Do it again. Or do things like supersets or compound sets. Add some intensity modifiers. Now a superset is classically known as using a alternating muscle group. So you're hitting an agonistic muscle and then you're hitting the antagonistic, kind of like a skull crusher and then a bicep curl. You can pretty much go back and forth on those because one muscle is working, one muscle is relaxing. Same thing, chest and back. It's classic bodybuilding pairing. You can do it with quads and hamstrings, like do a lunge and then do a stiff-legged deadlift. Very easy to do. Or you can do a set of upper body instead of lower body. Doesn't really matter. Just go from bigger muscle groups to smaller muscle groups. Easy way to set that up. Can increase the intensity very quick. And probably the most common one is a circuit, where you just get your 5 or 6 exercises that you want to do for the day and then wind them up right after another. So I'm gonna do a squat motion, I'm gonna do a lunge motion, then I'm gonna do a push-up, and then I'm gonna do a pull-up, and then I'm gonna do some variety of abdominal motion, like a V-up or a Russian twist, whatever the heck it is. And then I just keep going through that circuit until I'm toast or I'm out of time. That's a really efficient way to do a at-home training program as well. So, let's see, how else could we increase the efficiency of an at-home workout? I already talked about putting yourself on a timer. That's always good. Time sets are always a bonus. Notice my red is always a little off there. The other thing that you can possibly do to increase your amount of efficiency in your workout is to have a board and write down the workout that you're going to do and start keeping track of it. And that way you can gauge one workout from another. You can go, okay, I tried that exercise, didn't really work that well. Let's swap it out for another exercise. And then try to mix it up, try to keep it interesting. So the biggest thing that's gonna kill your at-home workout is not, the workout is the same thing every single day. And just like most of us right now, it's already Groundhog's Day every day. You wake up, you try to do the thing virtually, it sucks, you hate it. And then you go to your workout, which is supposed to be a stress reliever, and it still sucks, and you're still in the same boat, and it's Groundhog Day all over again. You're not gonna do that workout. Keep the variety coming. If you need more workout ideas, shoot me a message, or like Google is right there, folks. There's tons of good exercises out there and lots of cool stuff that you can do. So if you haven't smashed the like button, please do so. So I appreciate the likes. If you want to comment, you can make some comments. I'm sure there's more efficiency things that we can do in terms of a workout. I'm just thinking of a couple things right off the top of my head that'd be like, yeah, this works really well for home workouts in consideration of the amount of equipment most people have, the amount of time most people have, and the overall thought process that goes into creating a workout. Keep it simple, focus on just a couple big moves, and move on with your day. All right, chat with you later, and hope you enjoyed the video.